Hey guys, Alicia here with another lightened up Weight Watcher friendly recipe. And today's recipe I'm really excited about because what I'm going to be doing is lightening up one of my childhood favorite recipes, or one of my favorite recipes growing up that my mom used to make all the time, and that is for Crock-Pot BBQ beans. Now I did do a video on my channel a couple years ago on the original recipe of these, my mom's recipe, and they are delicious, but they're not the lightest. So what I wanted to do is just make them a little more Weight Watcher friendly, a little more low calorie, so I don't feel as bad about eating them, because I think this is the perfect type of thing to take camping, have for barbecues, whatever. But anyway, I thought I would take you guys along with me, show you how I'm gonna do this. But first, let me jump into ingredients. So first off, you're gonna need 4 cans of Great Northern beans, and you're gonna be rinsing and draining these. A can of lima beans, also rinsed and drained, as well as a can of kidney beans, rinsed and drained. Back here, I've got some Lightened monk fruit sweetener, golden. You're gonna need a 1/2 cup of that, or brown sugar sweetener, a no calorie brown sugar sweetener of your choice. Then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of molasses. Now, if you don't want to use molasses, or you don't have molasses, you could just add another 2 tablespoons of your brown sugar sweetener. Next up, I've got 2 cups of fat-free chicken broth. Here I've got a large white onion that I've chopped up. And in here is a 1/4 cup white vinegar. Here is a 1/2 pound, or 8 ounces of a lean ground turkey. This is 93% lean. You could use a 99% lean and it would be 0 points. This does carry points, 8 to be exact. Here I've got some turkey Polska kielbasa. That is 8 slices of crisp bacon. I just baked that in my oven. You're gonna need a couple teaspoons minced garlic, a couple tablespoons Dijon mustard, and then 1.5 cups, or I'm actually gonna just use this whole 13 ounces, which is roughly 1.5 cups of no sugar added ketchup. Got some liquid smoke here. I'm gonna be using probably 3 tablespoons. That's typically what I put in my regular beans when I make them. But you could do anywhere from 1 to 3 or even more. It just kind of depends on the smokiness that you're looking for, but I like about 3. And then lastly, I've got some fresh black pepper that I'm gonna ground in there. And that is everything for ingredients. Let me get this started. First off, in a large frying pan, I'm gonna get my ground turkey browning. I've just got this on medium-high heat. And then while this is cooking in here, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Polska kielbasa sliced up. All right, now that I got this brown, I'm gonna add this to my crock pot. And then in that same pan, I'm gonna add in my chopped up Polska kielbasa and my onions. And I'm gonna cook the 2 of those together in there until those onions have softened and that kielbasa is kind of heated through. And then while these are cooking in here, I'm gonna go ahead and get all my beans rinsed and drained. Those are looking good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump these in my crock pot. So I've got those in my crock pot, and this is a 7-quart crock pot, by the way. And so now I'm gonna just go ahead and dump in all my remaining ingredients. Start off with my beans, my kidney beans, and my Great Northern beans. And then finally my lima. And if you don't like any of these types of beans, you could definitely sub out for whatever type that you do like. Next, I'm gonna add in my chicken broth, my bacon that I crumbled up or broke up, my 1/2 cup Kanto, 2 tablespoons molasses. And again, if you want to just use more brown sugar sweetener, you absolutely can. A couple teaspoons minced garlic, a couple tablespoons of that Dijon, 1.5 cups of the ketchup, or like I said, I'm gonna just use this whole 13-ounce bottle. 3 tablespoons liquid smoke. And then finally, some freshly cracked black pepper. I'd say put probably maybe 1/4 teaspoon in there, maybe a little less. I'm gonna give this a good stir. I got these all stirred up and realized I didn't put in my vinegar. So here is my 1/4 cup white vinegar. Give that a stir. And now I'm gonna put my lid on, set it to low, and these are gonna take about 6 hours, so I will be back once they are done. It has been just about 6 hours. These are looking done. They are smelling delicious. So I'm gonna let them cool just a little bit, and then I'll get out a serving and show you that and give you all the info on it. I've got a serving of these. This makes 12 1-cup servings. That ends up being 4 points a serving, which I don't think is too bad. I've never factored the points on the original version of these, but I am guessing it's probably a whole lot higher than 4 points. So not too bad for 4 points. Go ahead and have my hubby give these a try, and he can let you know what he thinks of them compared to the full calorie version that we typically have.
So this is a lightened version of what you made me my first time.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. The very first time I cooked for him, yeah. Right? I made these. She made me beans. I mean, that was a faux pas or a mistake. I made the original version of these. You liked them though, and you came back.
Yeah, I keep coming back, don't I?
It must have been good. They smell pretty much the same to me. Now I know they're not gonna be because they're a little different.
So the main difference is the kielbasa.
Yeah, that I don't put in the original.
So I'm really tasting it, but if you just tasting the
beans,
the rest of it, it's really hard for me to tell any difference.
Okay, let me see the spoon. I'm gonna take just a little taste, and I'm not gonna try any of the kielbasa because I don't want that to affect my.
So what's the point difference?
Well, I've never actually run the points on the other ones because I just haven't. I guess I could, and then I can put those on the screen as a comparison. These are 4 for a cup, yeah. Which I don't think is bad. Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Now, the other key with these, I do want to mention, the original recipe, I like to kind of make it the day ahead and then let it have a chance to sit overnight. And it seems like when you do that, they taste a whole lot better the next day. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
All those flavors have a chance to kind of marry together and all that. So these are probably only going to taste better tomorrow. They're very similar in flavor.
Yeah.
But like you said, I can taste that kielbasa even though I didn't eat any of it. It kind of flavored the sauce, really, but that's a nice add, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's just different than the original.
But I could definitely just switch to making them like this and saving a whole lot of calories at least. But I'll just for fun, I'll figure the points on the original and put those up here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything would be missing, really.
No, those are good. Ooh, yeah. Yummy. All right, guys. Well, that was Crock-Pot BBQ beans. My favorite bean recipe, lightened up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.